shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's like big seeds, small seeds. I remember when I first started breeding, I think it was the raspberry diesel that I crossed with the Afghani. Those seeds were massive, and I was like, "What are these like freaking mutants or something like that?" And no, it's just like that. And I've heard other seeds that are like, the size of those like little half undeveloped seeds that almost look like an acorn shell. I've seen seeds that are like perfectly rounded and shaped and viable that are like, but that size. It's just, yeah, marbling color don't mean anything. Like I said, who was saying the squish test earlier? Let's go with that and then give them a shot. And like, yeah, like I said, give them a shot because hundreds, thousands of seeds I've been through over the years, and just don't count it out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to change my position. It's like it'll either work or it won't. So.
No, that's exactly it. And because there's been lots of times where we even had seeds where, well, not lots of times, I shouldn't lie, but like a couple times where I've had seeds where it's like they're not very viable looking because, like I said, they'll be not fully developed and almost have that flat top acorn-ish look to them. And you're just like, but you want the genetics because you knew what it came out of was really good. And sometimes they'll pop and you're just like, hey, and you just, you thought it was a dud, but you don't know to look at it until you try.
Yeah.
Another thing I seem to notice with a regular seed, when you pop regular seeds and them things start coming up, after about week 4 or 5, the ones that are the biggest always tend to be the males.
Mm-hmm.
They're, the females are always a little bit shorter, even on the same stuff. Like I noticed the Changos, the one that I had that was a male, he was bigger than all the rest of them by, couple inches, 2-3 inches. I mean, he just shot right up. So that's how I kind of look at it after they start growing too,
Oh yeah. What's up, Prophet?
What's up?
How you doing?
How's everything going, guys?
What's going on, Prophet?
Same shit, different day, more of it.
Wow. So how's everybody's week?
I'm gonna have to agree with you, Caribou is long.
Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday.
I got one more day yet, guys, and tomorrow is the worst day.
I guess every day's kind of the same, but I'm glad it's Friday still.
Yeah. I don't even acknowledge Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday anymore.
Wait, what is your day called now?
Just
out. Now that
sundown.
Now that you don't have use for multiple days, you can just have a day name.
Yeah, but it makes the week feel so much longer when you think it's just one long day.
Yeah, I guess days are long enough sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
What did you just put in there? Celery?
Lime, man. Come on. Now hopefully I don't explode all over your computer. There we go. All right.
Dude, my week has been awesome. My plant has been like, in the last week, the buds have gone from just like, little buds to like blowing out. It's so cool.
Yeah, I love it when that happens. I get those little cotton tops, and it's like, oh, sweet, I got the little cotton tops now. And then all of a sudden, it's like a week later, it's like, holy shit, they look like buds now.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's just fucking awesome. Like I'm fucking hooked. For sure.
It's starting to frost up a little, huh? It's starting to look more and more like that's nice, dude.
Like what it's supposed to. It's
there you go.
Smell. It's awesome, man.
What's a little the smell on it?
I don't know. What would you say? There's Mrs. Beelzebub. I don't know. It's kind of skunky. It's got a kind of a skunky florally scent. Sorry, we're knocking shit over in our room.
You too?
But but yeah, man, it's I don't know, it's smelling really nice. I mean, obviously, you know, it always had that kind of like weedy, piney smell from the start or whatever, like, you know, grub the leaves and kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm just digging it. Like you said, I'm just loving the process, man. Like every day, it's so cool. You know, like
every time you open up that tent or whatever you are, where that plant is, you know, and every morning you look, you're like, oh fuck yeah.
Right? It's like, how you doing today? You know, we got to talk a little bit. And
does it ever lose? Does it ever lose its luster, Prophet? Like after you've been doing it for a little while, you and Caribou, you know what I mean? Does it ever like? Do you ever like? Oh fuck, I gotta go to the garden.
Well, don't get me wrong. I got my lazy days. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But no, never. You know, I just like growing stuff, anything. You know, I'm obsessed with plants. I fucking love them. Don't know why. Well, I know why. But you know, it started with cannabis and it just went on from everything, dude. Like I was just like, what else can I do? What else can I grow? You know, like there's a basic function of a plant. And once you establish that, you know, you can kind of move on to other ones. Don't get me wrong. I can kill the hell out of a cactus. I don't know why. I can't keep a cactus alive, but anything else, man, I could do. And it's all under the fundamentals of starting off with cannabis for the most part, you know. Vegetables, herbs, whatever it is, you know, you can grow it once you learn this, because it's botany, man, and it all basically formulates around plants. So, you know, most plants are the same. They're all green, 90% of them, you know, and they work off the same nutrients and everything else, you know. So, wait, is this your first grow, man?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and I didn't even notice that. No kidding, huh? Wow, I'm trying to remember my first one. It was huge, though. I was at like 24 plants.
Wow.
So many strains.
I just have one. I'm like, I'm going to start it slow. And then I don't know, man. Like,
I did too, but I was pissed like halfway through because I was like, fuck, I only have one going. I should have.
I know. But, well, like
I'm allowed 12 and 12. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so the sky was the limit. I had the room, you know, like I put a lot of money into lights, everything. I sealed off a room, made it its own environment, which cost me an arm and a leg in the long run, especially with electricity. So, you know,
ask Blazing Asian how many he's got going for his first.
How many you got?
I think I got what, 28?
Not bad. The most I was at was about 30, 32, you know, give or take. You know, but I mean, that's like figure 12 at one house was in flower, 12 was in veg. And at my other location, you know, it was just basically my house, and I took over an area. I had like, they were 8 there that were inside of a grow tent for a while. So, you know, not bad, you know, it was this constant, but the only annoying part was it was a back and forth walk, like 8 blocks. So that friggin' I could take care of the bigger house. And then friggin' I had to go there twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. But I mean, you know, besides feeding and everything else, I'd spend that 5 hours there, you know, but rain, shine, fucking blizzard. One time I was walking in snow up to my knees, you know, I had to get there, you know. there is no the weather sucks, I could just skip out. Nah, because I'm the motherfucker that's turning the lights on at 9, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't trust automation, man. If something went wrong, like I said, I've had things going wrong with automated shit. Timers going off, my brain bucket it popped, you know, and it was destroying me. So
like 5 hours the other day, and I was freaking out. I was like, dude, I gotta get back. Or like if I was staying over, like when I was dating the girl, you know what I mean? If I was staying over at her place, like the whole time my mind's just like, oh shit, dude, like what's going on over there? Like, did something happen? Like, what are my cats doing? You know, like my whole thing is like the vent hole on top of my tent. Like my cat likes to get up on the tent a lot. You know what I mean? I swear to God, that motherfucker walked over and just like
into the vent. See, I got a security system for mine, but I didn't hook it up online to go to my phone. But you know, my mom lived on the first floor, and I had the basement, the whole basement, and I just hooked up cameras in there, and I would just call my mom, you know, and be like, "Oh, look down there, mom." You know, all she had to do was look like at the 4 camera panel freaking monitor, you know, and if anything's going wrong, she could just tell me.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, it was just to relieve the stress, you know what I'm saying? You know, and there was always that fear. I was running so much power. Granted, everything was legit, but there was always that fear of running so much power that something can go wrong, you know, and then it was my mom's house. So I was always worried about fucking burning my mom's house down, you know, fucking. So that was always something that was always lingering, which is why I've always been pretty obsessive about being around my plants when the big lights are on, you know, like, I don't know, maybe I'm a worrywart, but it's just always how I was, you know.
Man.
Is that the second time I heard that today?
What?
Worrywart?
Worrywart? Maybe, I don't know.
I haven't heard that, and I feel like since like '98 back in Nam, but like
Back in Nam? Nice.
Back in, yeah. Lost a lot of good people back then.
Back with Charlie.
We never found him.
Bravo 420.
Bravo 420. That's why we couldn't find him.
Hey,
because I got high.
Real shit though. Shout out to anybody who was in the armed services and like our country for good reasons and shit like that. Appreciate y'all.
I'm from a military family, but my stepfather raised me like a friggin' private my whole life, and it just totally turned me away, you know, like couldn't do it, man. Come in my room, GI my room, freaking white glove inspection, you know, if my garbage wasn't empty, it was on my bed. If my bed wasn't made, it was flipped. Friggin' physical labor, constant psychological shit, you know. He'd come in and I had my friends over and he'd be like, he would, you know, basically encourage my friends to stop messing with me or whatever, and you know, picking on me, basically getting a group on me. And then, you know, he'd be like, oh, watch this, Bob, get down, give me 20, you know, shit like that. And that was my life for a while. And then I became an ACI guard. And then my life became more like solitary for a while until I got kicked out at 17 because I threatened I was going to bash his head in with a bat when he slept one time. But, you know,
we're here now.
He pushed
Friday
me.
nights, right?
Yeah, he created a monster, you know, like, the fuck. But you know, I can handle a lot of shit though, you know, like nothing bothers me because it's like I've been through worse. So
I just have to say real quick, not to like lighten the mood or anything. Shout out to Hurt Albertan, Coco Curious, and Emrods chilling in the chat.
Oh, I should get on the chat. Oh, is there a way to show the chat?
I don't know.
I gotta do it on
my computer.
Oh, no, there's a word that says chat. Wow. Okay. There it is.
Hit the like button. Everybody do appreciate it.
Yeah, and subscribe if you haven't already too as well. Sorry, I just had to put the link up on the Cannabis there. So.
I was just about to do it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I might have to go on my phone for this one. I don't know how you guys do it. Bounce between it all.
Don't try and get better with the whole chat thing.
It's tough to bounce between, you know, like this and then like the actual messages.
I can't even keep up with myself. How am I supposed to keep up with myself and everybody else?
Oh, yeah.
I said I can't even keep up with myself.
Yeah. True that.
Well, I bet
my Blazing Asian's just like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
I zoomed through my phone and then I'm in chat on my computer, which is right behind my phone. So it kind of looks like I'm looking at the phone still, but I'm actually watching the chat on YouTube on my thing. That's classic the only way I can keep up.
And here I thought you were just looking at me the whole time, man.
Oh, Chad, I'm sorry you just ain't pretty enough, my man.
You know, I was thinking if when we get a few more people, it'll look like the Brady Bunch, and every time one of us is talking with us, they'll look up wherever they're at and on the squares, you know.
Right. Hilarious.
Yeah. What's everybody's been the favorite thing about the week with the grow or whatever? Did anything exciting happen in the rooms this week?
My harvest.
Yeah, I know that. Ooh, wait, yep. That's the PK orange.
Yeah, this is. Oh my god, I don't even know how to explain it, man. I don't know how well you guys can see this. Hold on, but she stinks so good. You know, she's got a nice density to her. You know,
That's the orange.
Oh,
DK.
yeah.
DK Orange. Yeah,
Or
my
DK
friend
Orange.
created it from Mathematical, and
Oh, yeah?
yeah, I actually still have a seed of it. I might start it over, you know, F1 and F2, but it got upgraded to the Pelagius OG by Mathematical, which I have one of those seeds too, and I'm just waiting to pop them. You know, not enough room. Way ton of seeds, man, but not enough room.
Never enough.
No, there isn't.
Are you?
Let's see here.
I mean, like at a certain point, are you even going to be able to get to any of those seeds?
No, that's why I give a bunch away, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know, I gave out a bunch originally, and Jesus, I didn't even really put a dent in my shit. You know, I got a few I'm keeping regardless, but you know, the ones I'm willing to shed out, you know, I don't care. I got so many of them. You know, I had a lot of people that hooked me up, especially from my original grow group. You know, they were always sending me strains, man. You know, so I got so many strains that are like 5 years old that I don't even know if they still make anymore. I don't have anything new except for the Pelagius and the DK Orange. That's like my newest seed besides like 4 or 5 years ago. You guys are getting all these wonderful strains, and I'm like, wow, maybe I should actually, you know, invest in a few new ones. But I still have new ones, you know.
What's on your like wish list? Like, what would you, if you had like a pick right now, if you could go like find something, and what would be like for first one or two that you could think of?
Hurricane looks interesting. But
Hurricane?
yeah. But the you guys know the monkey? I think you actually pinned me to him, 71. If you seen his plants, he's got so many beautiful plants that I'm just like, wow, I've never heard of a lot of the strains.
Those darks that come out, like the dark and the light green, those contrasts are so beautiful in some of those plants.
He's got so much purple in there too, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, that dude
it gets like that. Yeah, oh man. It's like that dark hollow I really like. That JR token grows out a lot.
JR,
That thing gets really dark. If that's what I'm thinking of, is it down or the caps lock? But I think it's a dark hollow that gets like
the caps lock is what the two-tone Willie thing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Does that have GMO in it?
Dark hollow, yeah. Or it's supposed it has something like that. It's supposed to have that
the cap lock. No, the cap locks. Is that a GMO cross?
I don't know. You'd have to ask JR Token. All I know is it was a collaboration between Two Tone Willie and somebody else. And,
then it might not be.
I don't know what all it's made of, but I know you can't get them anywhere. The guy hasn't put out any seeds in like forever. JR's like, oh yeah, I think he's going to be putting some out. He never, I can't find him anywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got some good news in the mail today. As some of you know, my garden shut down for the time being. I can't grow, but Don Miller, he sent me a package not too long ago that showed up while I was gone this week, and so we can see what I have the opportunity to grow as soon as I get a place set up. So it feels like I got cat fur all over my freaking face. Cat owners, you know what that's about. Got a pack of some grape ape.
Awesome.
Ooh,
wow. Haven't heard that one in a while.
Some wild Thai.
That sounds nice.
Some nuclear cherries, feminized, and I think those are CBD. I have a feeling. He was telling me about some CBDs, and that sounds familiar. Some Girl Scout cookies crossed with sour diesel.
Awesome.
Nice.
Some grape diamond, and some lemon berry. So I'm excited as hell to try those out as soon as I'm able to just get my situation sorted out and get a garden going again, because it sucks. you know, we were talking, you've heard me all say a million times before about how, and you guys as well, like, you know, when you go to the garden for that little bit, all your problems go away. And it's like, fuck, now I don't even have a garden.
I go crazy, dude.
Dude, I got to live vicariously through all you guys now. So,
Oh, damn.
like crazy. Steve, you're muted.
Yeah, he's over there rapping.
Yeah, I know.
Everett.
Oh,
there you go.
Talking to myself. Okay.
You were yammering, dude.
Freestyle.
me and Cariboo had a whole conversation. He just doesn't know it. I was saying you just gotta get a little plant to bring with you, man. You know what I mean, like a little succulent. Keep it in the work truck with you or whatever.
Oh, dude, what I need to do is I need to, whenever those freak shows are ready, I need to cut clones. I could grow that shit wherever. No one would even know, man. Just
absolutely. Did you say get that link I sent you? The freak show. He was cloning a bunch of freak shows or something. I didn't really even look at it that hard. I just saw this freak show and I tagged you in it. It might have been Instagram.
Or was that a while back?
No, it was recently. I can't remember if it was Instagram or I think it was Instagram. Tell you the truth.
Instagram. Okay, I'll go look. I don't spend a lot of time on Instagram, but I got to get better over there because you look at the last couple of shows we've done, or even the last few weeks, like since we posted the Painted Lady show on Instagram, my shit just blew up. And it's and a bunch of new followers, so it's, you know, and it's another way to advertise the show as well. So why not, like, spend time over there? Yeah, sucks that now I don't have any pictures to be showing off. But like I said, I could turn that freak show into something maybe, and just do a lot of stealth grows like that or something. Would be great.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get some what are the ABC, you know, at the Australian bastard cannabis. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Or just like it looks like pom-poms of leaves. Like it's a trip. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know how it would be, you know, how it is to smoke or whatever, but it's super interesting looking. Just like, I mean, not it's not like the freak show, but it is a freak like that. You know what I mean? Like if you could cross those two, you wouldn't even know. I mean, you wouldn't even know.
See, that would be all right. That's I was just talking to, who was it? Wogboy, actually. He's over in Australia. He reached out to me and was talking. I wonder if he knows anything about this strain, if we could get him to shoot some over this way. Because I also know they're looking for genetics over in that direction. So that could be really interesting. Maybe work something out.
I'll figure out how to use this Instagram thing.
They just got that Aussie seed bank. I see it advertised on Cannabis all the time now.
Aussie seed bank's been around for a while.
Is that right?
I believe they were posted on Google Plus. That sounds pretty familiar.
Okay.
And
that was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw they just started posting on Cannabis. So, and you guys, I just heard somebody say they were looking for people in Australia to get stuff. So, I'm like, okay, well, I just saw that place just advertised the other day.
Okay.
A lot of people popping on Cannabis.
Popping off.
Guys, I gotta go, man.
I figured it out. What's that? You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go take care of my daughter.
Hey, man.
I'll see you guys.
Hey, tell her I said hi.
Thanks
for stopping in.
Get on them posts, Blazing.
Got you, brother. Got you.
Right. Talk to you later, buddy.
Peace out, brother. I'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
Peace.
All right. Love that guy. Oh, and before we get any further, I mentioned this before the show. We want to dedicate this episode to Sweet Johnny. That brother's been hurting a lot lately, and he's been one of our biggest supporters in chat, stirring shit up in there every episode except for the last week or so because he's laid up. So let's give that brother some love. And if you've got a joint in your hand right now, fire it up for the man.
I've been saving this dab all night. So I might as well take it now. My last dab for a while. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Sweet Johnny.
Here's to you, brother.
You can have two.
I got a bong. With flour.
So has anybody got anything that they're like wanting to do in the garden, but just they can't for whatever reason, or like have like, you know, it's like the next thing they want to add or anything you want to talk about? Like,
I already know what I'm going to run next. I'm going to run some of those Dragon's Flame genetics, the garlic that I got from Indica. And I'm going to run a couple more shredders, and probably I've got these things that I won. They're called Raptor OG, and I might just get rid of them. I got 2 of them. I'm like, okay, 2 seeds. What the hell am I going to do with that? And then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just put 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them. There you go. There's 6. That's what I'm allowed.
Yeah, that shredder looks awesome. Like seeing.
Yeah, the shredder's doing really well.
Yeah.
That's the stuff on the right in the back there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's looking awesome.
Yeah, they're actually looking.
And Mr. Rods was just saying Mephisto has the best genetics for autos, and I'm gonna have to agree with him on that. From my experience with Mephisto, they're gnarly with the autos. They've got some really good genetics if you're trying to do some autos and mess with them. How do you like that shredder, though, Driz?
Oh, I love the shredder. You know, shredder's great. I mean, you know, and you know, best part is I still got more of them left. He was, you know, Rusted Jeff. He's kind of like, oh, let me take a dab and then I'll make this pack. I'm like, sweet, you know, go ahead. Ended up, I think, getting like 8 seeds in the pack that was supposed to have 6 in it. So I'm like, okay, sweet. So I got an extra couple of seeds in that pack. That's like somebody was just posting the other day. I seen where they got they're supposed to be 10 seeds and they got like 14 seeds in it. I'm like, yeah, Rusted Jeff must have just took a dab when he made that one out, and he actually liked my post. I was like, damn, sweet.
Like, you're onto him.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Well, I watch him making out those packs on. He's always making out packs when he's on Embracing Organics. You know, you can tell when he is a dab, he's just putting seeds in that pack. He's not even counting nothing. He's just poking away, man.
Anytime I've seen him on that podcast, yeah, that's all he's doing is taking dabs and filling seed packs. And then whenever someone brings something up that like piques his interest, you know, he'll like, oh, and then he'll like spew out a whole bunch of knowledge. Yeah, and then he'll just be like, all right, I'm going back to filling seed packs.
Yep.
Seems like a cool dude.
Ooh, wait, that was a tasty dab. That was some Slur Crasher. Even though I hate Cresco, hashtag fuck Cresco. They're trying to do away with home grows in Illinois. That's shady. But
that is shady.
That was a very tasty dab I just did. Still,
doesn't it suck when you hate to admit you enjoy something?
But not like if it was by somebody else, it'd be so much better. You know what I mean? It's like the homie you gave some cuts to that doesn't do him justice type shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a dope strain, but they just fucked it up kind of, you know, like even though they fucked it up, it's still got some dopeness in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the genetics, you could fuck up genetics and it's still going to get you high. You know, you fuck up a grow.
You could probably get some brickweed and grow something good out of it. You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Right. If you do it right.
I haven't seen brickweed in a while, so I wouldn't be able to contest, you know, like what a seed do.
The last time I actually saw it, I was trying to think.
About when I was 20, I believe. I was getting them like compacted, and it was originally compacted, you know, a garbage compactor, and it'd be a freaking, you know, a brick like this. You have to use a hacksaw to get hunks off of it, and freaking you get like a half ounce, and it'd be like this big, just like kind of like this fucked up square, and you peel it, and then finally it becomes kind of like a bag, you know, but it's like, it's so condensed in there.
That's crazy, man. You just
That's
get
how they
rid
used
of
to ship them.
I
They
wanted
used
to
to
know
ship
what
them
it,
like
what
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, big old freaking blocks of in a trash compactor.
That just did me right.
I mean, why don't they do that anymore? I mean,
Well, it would ruin the bud, you know. Like you want that bud nice and big and beautiful.
I wonder what it looks like when it's not all fucking smashed to shit.
I imagine it looks just like bud. It's probably not trimmed as nice or anything like that.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I'm sure it's just like
Yeah, they take the stems and seeds out of that shit. They don't care if it, you know, if there's males growing up in it. You're getting the males in there too. They don't give a shit.
Right. They just planted a field.
Yep. Harvest time to make money.
Tell you what I want to get for my tent coming up is one of those the little environment controllers. Like the Inkbird, I think it's called, or something like that. Is it called? Indica B sent me the link. I don't know, but it has a controller in there, and it'll set off the humidifier or air conditioner, or whatever you need to set off if the humidity gets too high or low.
It's kind of like a thermostat on a heater. Like it keeps it right at the target range you want.
Yeah.
Like keeps everything. Yeah, that's
keeps it nice and steady for you.
Pretty cute.
Square grouper.
So I have a question for any and all vape, like flower. You know, I think I was talking to you, Caribou, a little bit, and you said what was it? And Fluffykins, yeah. Having the Fluffykins was telling me I should get the V Tower, and you have the Extreme Q or something like that.
Yep.
The Prophet, you have one too.
I have an Arise, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
The thing's pretty badass.
Is it
came with a bunch of extra stuff, you know, a bunch of extra glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at their website.
Yeah, the Airizer Q Extreme is the one I got, and that thing's freaking amazing. It I travel, bring it everywhere I go. I didn't set it up in my hotel room this time for some weird reason. Usually I don't do that, but you know what I mean. For some reason it actually stayed in the suitcase this week while I was gone. Very strange. That's not typically the case when I travel to hotels and stuff.
I love the remote it comes with.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's handy. There's been times where I've been on the road where I forget the remote and you're just like, son of a bitch. Like,
now I got to do it manually.
I know, because I'm so inconvenienced by having to push the button.
Yeah.
On it, right?
It's like walking up to the TV to change the channel, man. It's like, what the damn it. Right. All the way over there.
Like a super long hose on it.
Yeah.
That's where you start grabbing like
Coco Curious. In the chat, I think Coco Curious wants somebody to talk about Rhizophagus. If anybody has some knowledge on it.
What is it?
Rhizophagus.
Oh. Hold on.
Anybody got anybody well versed with it? I know
I'm not.
I don't even know what it is.
I'm not very well versed in it, but I didn't want to feel like they're being ignored for a second.
They get the beneficial fungus.
Yeah.
For organics and everything else. But you know, don't quote me on that one.
Oh yeah, I was just seeing.
I mean, is it just like
I don't know much about it, so I didn't want to give false information.
I mean, we could easily cheat. I Google it up right now.
I can just talk.
I can Google it. We could come off across and figure out exactly what it is and actually talk about it. You know.
Well, hey, quit talking and make it happen, man.
All right, man.
It seems like it would be, you know, something so you can have a healthy mycelium in your soil, right? I mean, I don't know. I've grown mushrooms before, but I don't know anything about living soil or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't do living soil. I do salt.
I don't either.
I'm like, yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
What's up, Uncle Rick? You just jumped in chat.
My dirt's alive.
Uncle Rick.
I do have my worms going good. I got my new roommates in there. My little that's something new I got going this week. Worm bin.
Awesome.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah. Got a little compost. Got some little wormies.
Did you just use like bait worms?
Yeah, the red wigglers, compost worms. I guess, I don't know. And yeah, man, it's cool. I don't know. Trying to delve into it more. I need to do my homework on this rhizophagus. I'm upset I didn't have any information on this.
Rhizophagus.
Sorry.
It's something I need to look into more.
Oh, Mr. Raj came up with
organics.
Yeah, did you see what Mr. Rod said about it? He said it's a root relationship fungi. Thank you. You saved me some time.
Right on.
There you go. I know.
Love it. Even the people in chat are knowledgeable. It's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's super awesome people in chat.
No, they're knowing more than me because I didn't even know what the hell it was.
Well, I got a friend that grows with it, and I've heard it before. But I mean, sometimes when my particular friend talks, I kind of fade out. You know, and then I'll come in with keywords, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah," and it's because he'll bounce his, we'll start off in plants and then end up somewhere else, and then he kind of runs around a lot. His mind's really like beep, 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 So he talks about a lot of different things, and then like he kind of starts, and then we'll jump into something else, and it's like, whoa, wait, what? When did that happen? So I've heard him say that in a couple other things that they use, but he uses that because he tries to stay as organic and he adds a lot into his grow, man. I think he's adding a little too much in my opinion, but everybody, your grow, your choice. It's always what I was told when I first started. No matter what you're told, when it comes down to it, your grow, your choice.
Everybody kind of adapt to what works for them.
Yeah, you can get given a lot of information. Especially if you're reaching out in like a large group. So it's like some things will conflict a little bit, but for the most part, I've never found anybody malicious in one of these groups out to destroy somebody's plant with complete wrong information. Sometimes they might not completely know and maybe like try to pull it off, but for the most part, nobody's malicious.
I find the people here really helpful. I mean, everybody seems to want to help everybody.
Yeah.
I don't really know of anybody that's actually out causing trouble.
Right. Well, let's hope not, because I'd probably be the one to fall in the trap.
Hey, we won't let you do that, man. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, we all, get along really good. And, I've never had anybody on here give me any bad advice. I mean, everything you guys talk about is the same stuff that, I hear too. So I know it's got to be the same, if we're all hearing the same thing, got to be correct.
Yeah. I mean, I have some experience, so I'm just trying to save some people some time where I messed up, like the things that I know for a fact ain't gonna work out for you. If I can save you that time, then, I'd like to do that for you, rather than wasting the time, energy, money, 2 months doing something, off, So, if I can help save some people some time and money, it's basically all I care about,
So, hey man, you got some seeds by you? You can teach us.
Oh, what, you want me to do that?
Yeah, if that's all right with everyone else here.
That's up to Cariboo, man. It's his show. I'm just here.
Sorry, guys. What's going on? I'm talking about someone about doing a giveaway on the show right now. Hammer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No. But what were we talking about? Like,
gotta be it.
Yes. Whatever it is, the answer is yes. Like,
I was just asking. Prophet
He's gonna get naked. I don't know.
His sexting trick.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna get naked so we can do dick pics, right? Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
I need a wide angle camera. I don't think that's gonna work though. I'll make what I can. All right. I'll do it in 2 passes.
I think I'm about to have to leave, guys. Shit. I don't know.
Just lay it across the couch. It'll be all right.
If I lay it on the computer.
Check it out. We got hypothetical guards. How you doing, brother?
Doing well. How are y'all?
Great, man. Great.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, brother?
We
Got
didn't
some
think we were
knowledge
going
in
to
the
get to see you
house.
till Sunday.
Yeah, I figured I'd make a little pop in.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Time worked out, so when you get a little impromptu time from the kids, might as well take advantage.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Forgive me as I tinker with the phone a little bit.
Do what you got to do, brother.
Appreciate you.
So, how you doing tonight?
Was that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing well. How are y'all? I didn't get to. I had to miss the first half, so I'll have to go back and rewind that later.
Oh, good.
Same shit, different night.
Yeah, I'm well fed. I got to take the lady out. It's not something we get to do
Nice.
too often with the kiddos, so it was a nice touch. Especially when it's an impromptu on a Friday.
Made some
It is
sweet and
Friday,
sour
right? My
chicken.
week will run together.
Especially in this COVID time, it's hard to go out anywhere with a family.
It's very
Yeah,
true.
no kidding. So what are you doing, bro? Hypothetical, what you doing?
Oh, I am over here just adjusting the newts, doing my nightly watering for the solo cups.
Right on.
How many do you have going?
I've got 9 going in the solo cup tent, and then I have 4 in auto pop.
Right on, right on.
In the solo cups, they've been getting treated this week because I've been off because snow and ice and all that is no fun.
Right.
And I live way too far from work out here in the boonies. So I keep it simple and I just stayed home. So they've been getting 3 feedings a day instead of the normal 2.
Right on.
Oh wow.
And just at the perfect
I was gonna say to like upkeep on a solo that's getting up there. I was wondering like how often you're actually gonna have to sit there and maintain it throughout the day. With it being it's off.
I cheat. I use cocoa. So in doing so, when I set up the cups, I plan on watering twice a day. So I actually adjust my perlite level in the cocoa so that there's just a little bit less. So there's a little bit less air. So they're going to drink a little bit less during the day. And then I'll water 150 to 200 milliliters in the morning. And hey, I'll actually get to show you all my setup.
All right. This just turned into a good Friday night. All right.
Sorry, I don't want to jack it. I'm not stealing it from nobody, am I?
No, dude.
Absolutely
Hey,
not.
before you get rolling, though, I think
Yes,
so.
sir.
I've been talking to how we're gonna do this giveaway. So what it is a FOOP starter pack. I'll see if I can find it on here so we can have a quick look at it. And
All right.
so it's a FOOP starter pack from the 40 Acre Smoke Shop down in Florida. So what you got to do for a chance to win this is people on the panel, people that are watching live right now. If you have an Instagram account, go and follow FOOP and 40 Acre Smoke Shop. Because you're going to get, like, figure out where the screen share button is.
I'm already following FOOP. I gotta get down to 40 acres.
So this right here is the starter pack. And I believe you're also throwing in a jar of cloning gel as well. So if you're interested in organic gardening,
Yes.
Yeah.
get your ass on Instagram, follow 40 Acre Smoke Shop, follow 40 Acres oh, sorry guys, I'm stoned. Follow FOOP and the 40 Acre Smoke Shop on Instagram. Sorry for screwing up that and going blank there live on the show, but you guys are all used to that by now. It's pretty much an every time thing. And also, what I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'll get back to somebody else talking. Fuck.
I just found out you can use your phone for the Puffco or the what is it, the Puffco Peak or whatever it is. That's pretty dope. I'm on 40 Acres IG right now.
What do you mean
I
you
don't know
can use
anything
the
about
phone?
those things.
Like you
They're
can use your
dope.
phone to like start it up, warm it up for you, like you know.
How many people have married their
Sentry
phone?
kind of type of
That's pretty much better than any girlfriend I've had.
Alexa, fire up my dad.
All right. No, if it just did that, I'm like, that's awesome.
Is that a thing for real?
Boop. That stuff's. I've been looking into it a little bit more and more. I keep on hearing about it.
All right, and then if you're in the chat there, once you followed them, let us know in the chat that you followed both Foop and 40 Acre Smoke Shop on Instagram. See, I'm able to think somewhat clearly. I think I'm good for speaking about 2 to 3 sentences at a time, and then after that, just doesn't work.
You ready? Hypothetical? No.
Oh, I'll do that instant thing in a little bit. I have one. That's all I can say about it. I think I've got one post on it. There we go. Sorry, still play with my phone. Alrighty.
All right.
Dang, bro, those are seriously big.
Oh,
that's me. I said those are seriously big.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, this one's my problem child. It's the only one giving me a problem. I think I've got a little bit of some root sadness going on. I'm not sure if you can entirely see it. I got some droopy leaves only on that one branch. But it was having a problem. It wasn't wanting to drink for a couple days, and it just kind of sat in liquid like, you're not supposed to do. And so it's a little sad and droopy. Basically, I've been letting it go today, and I'm probably going to go tomorrow without watering it. Let them roots dry out and see what we can fix with it.
I was going to ask you, have you been trimming your roots?
I'm sorry?
Have you been trimming your roots?
No, I have not. I don't really do too much on the leaf removal. I'll take one or two once in a while just because the tent is rather full.
Not the roots.
Oh, trimming the roots? No, actually, I haven't had the necessity to.
Cool.
They pretty much stay put. They prune themselves because the cups that they're sitting in do dry out every day. Let's see if I can find one. Here we go. So I've got these 16-ounce to-go containers, and I just drop them in here. And that's underneath the board. When I put 200 milliliters in it, it'll fill it up to about here, just because of displacement, and throughout the day it'll drink it, and I'll lift up. Most of the time they've got a little bit of weight on them. Every once in a while they chug it all. They don't really get droopy because I'm in here every 12 hours, but they're bulking. They picked a good week for it to be snowy. They're getting that extra feed.
Bro, that's for damn sure.
I appreciate it. I'll show them off here in a second as I move them across the camera. Right here, I'm not sure how well this lighting is because I know I'm running on blurples. But I've got my D's Nugs to CBD right here. And almost everything in this tent is a CBD cross. With the exception of the one CBD plant that's all nice and pretty in dark purple. Oh.
Man, that plant, the Addis Scout is growing of yours is just phenomenal looking.
I appreciate it. That's my canning code. That is my baby. I almost always have one going in the garden unless I've just got one too many spots that I need for breeding. Or if when I go to plant, I see that I'm going to be able to get, through another grow without having to grow one, I'll use up that spot for another variety. But I pretty much keep it on hand. It's my baby. I call it my lucky shot because I breed, but I also pollen chuck, and I separate the two. I breed when I have an intention. I want to put this into this and make something of it. I want to take this structure, put it with this smell, let's put these two together. But then I also pollen chuck and go, I wonder what would happen if. And as soon as I do that one was a pollen chuck that just came out golden every time, and worked perfectly for my head and body, especially in the evening. So I'm proud of that one. Like I said, that was just a lucky one that kind of came together.
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to taking that one to F2. Probably going to be a little bit before I get to do it, but hopefully next year, Q1, Q2, I'll be taking it.
Cool.
How long have you been running LEDs, or have you always started with LEDs, or?
Since I started, I kind of separate my growing career because I grew up in a state who didn't have a backyard plant. But I started like indoor growing. These are actually the first lights I had. They're still kicking. The Viper Spectra HP 300s, they're not even in production because they've moved on from the Blurples and the the full spectrum. It's got like 6 or 8 different colored diodes. But I've got 2 of those in there. They're each about 125 watt wall pull. And that's in a 1 meter by 1 meter tent. They're my preferred LED type. I'm actually running a white LED in my other tent right now, where I normally would be running a ceramic metal halide.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I like the ceramic better.
I've heard depending on which route you go with your LEDs that it's hard to adjust.
Not as long as you know what to expect is the best way I'll put it. If you do a little bit of research on it and you know, obviously I'm going to be dealing with about 10-degree hotter light when I go to a ceramic from my LEDs. With these ones, they run a little hotter because they're that old school with the fan. So I've only got about a 5 to 8 degree temperature difference. But I do get a better spectrum, more even spectrum from ceramic. Even when I run them on 4K, it's a little bit less blue than what I get out of these. But I still love these lights. I use them for a different purpose. These ones will keep plants nice and short and squat. The bud comes out basically as dense as that flower is ever going to be, and frostier than anything I could make it under my CMA case.
Okay.
Check that in.
Someone have a bird?
Oh, no, that's not a bird.
If
It's
you do have
actually
a
a
bird, I
puppy.
want to see it. Oh, puppy, sweet. Let's see it.
She is outside the room being super loud, and I don't want to deafen everybody.
No problem.
I'll post some pictures up, though, because she is our little pitty puppy. Oh, hold up. Don't judge me. Puppy. Hi, Hazel. My little camp puppy. Can you tell him at the end of a run about ready to do a cleanup?
My room looks the same way right now, man.
Uh-huh.
I got to tear down and transplant and everything.
One day I'll transplant. I don't hate the idea. I've just never done it. I know a lot of people are on that. You shouldn't transplant autos. I fully believe that's a myth.
Oh, you're running autos? Then I wouldn't transplant them. I'm running photos, so.
Autos are plants too.
No, I know that.
I've just never, I've never done it. I want to get in better practice because those who do it and on the regular get better plants than I do.
See, I've always had mixed feelings about autos. I was told you don't really want to mess with them. If you're going to put them in a pot, put them in the size that they're going to be in right from the start, just so you don't have to mess with them.
I get you.
But I'm not a great auto grower.
On their first run, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? You're still learning it. On the first one, do that. I'm still, like I said, I want to play with it and learn it myself. But from what I've seen, people are transplanting around that 7 to 10 day mark, and their roots explode. I mean, we transplant pretty much all of our greenhouse plants on a regular basis. Why wouldn't we do it with autoflowers too?
Well, I was always under the impression of shock, it'll stunt it. It's only got a certain amount of time, you don't have a lot of time to mess with it.
I've got to play with it myself. I feel like if I'm breeding, part of that is going to be who shocks.
Yeah.
When I'm going to transplant, I want to know who's going to be able to, so that when I put it on my description, hey, transplant this baby, her roots will explode. I don't want to lie to you.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
Roots to explode, or put on there, hey, if you transplant this, you're going to have a tiny plant. Don't do that. Right. But I tend to breed for strength and breed for you can't screw it up.
Right.
Basically, if it's going to be a small plant forever, it's just genetic. I'm going to tell you that. Like the CBD Kush that I bred with for all of my 1-to-1 lines is a tiny plant. In the same setup that I pulled another indica running, I want to say it was 90 grams. I pulled 45 off of it. It's just tiny. It's full of CBD. It does its job. It tastes great. And frankly, I don't need a whole lot of it at once because I don't have 20 years of CBD tolerance built up.
I've never tried it.
You should, man.
Any CBD?
You should.
Really? I mean, yeah. I've heard mixed feelings, so I just never even tried it. I just got all THC.
Yeah.
I mean, to give CBD the benefit of the doubt, I've heard mixed feelings about THC cannabis too.
Yeah. See, I grew up on THC. I grew up on THC, man. That's all there was. So.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was so interested in doing a combination of the both, because I like the high of the THC, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about the CDB for the pain. So I'd like to try like the 1-to-1 mixture and see if that really is good.
Oh yeah, I can vouch it is, but that might sound biased. Here's the thing: when I breed these plants, I'm not breeding for the public. At no point, making crosses, pollen chucking. At no point did I actually consider putting them out on the market for a long time, mainly because my dream is to be in the cannabis industry and then crash it. As crazy as it sounds, I mean, I feel like even $5 a seed is charging way too much. Unfortunately, right now, I'm not in a financial place to be able to not, if I'm going to put them out, just general costs. But I want to see it at 50 cents a seed or 25 cents a seed, or you get your 10 pack for $1. That's what I want to eventually do. And I want to eventually see it as a regular. Paying $5 for a seed is unheard of in every other plant. Go ahead, pick one. There's no reason why the most medicinal plant that we have access to is $5 a seed or $15 a seed.
I'll tell you what,
they're going to take advantage of the market.
Those things are going for $700 a 10 pack. I mean, that's ridiculous. I know they retired and all that, but still, I would never pay that.
I could never do it.
Well, just wait until I get my hands on those peanut butter breath, puta breath, and the mule fuel, because those will be getting spread around and not for no freaking $700 a pack. I'll tell you that. It's you want some, reach out to me.
Right.
I've been hearing a lot about this peanut butter breath. Friggin' Johnny's growing it, right?
Johnny's got some, yeah.
We've got a local grower up here. He's actually going to be on the show on March 9th, on a Tuesday, and he grows peanut butter breath. I've tried it. It's badass. Yeah, it's a great strain.
That Mendo breath is something else, though, man. I still love that shit.
Oh, Mendo's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I got some peanut butter breath right here that I picked up. It's tasty.
What's the nose on it?
Is it peanut butter?
No, it's not peanut butter.
Usually,
What
it's
kind
just
of
got
a?
like,
It's like a gassy smell. You know, it has like a gassy smell. Of course, you smell a little bit of the pine, but you know, it's kind of like a gassy smell to it.
oh yeah,
I like gassy.
I love them gassies. Yeah.
Some of that fuel.
Yeah.
What's up, Raider? Raider just jumped in. What's going on? Saw
Raider.
him over there at the Dude Grows premiere this morning on YouTube.
Weed Wizards there leaving later, or are you already left? Something. You guys want to hear a joke?
Go for it.
This is
How come? How come girls don't wear skirts in the winter? Anybody?
I'm curious why.
Well, because their lips always get chapped.
Okay.
One of those ones where I was pretty sure I'd heard it before, and I was just like waiting for the punchline. Yeah, I'd heard that one before.
A good one.
I was waiting for the old lady to throw a shoe or something.
Oh, well, I had to run it by her first. I'm like, do you think this is cool? If I say this joke, or am I?
Hey, babe, I'm not
gonna
gonna be mad if I say this.
And she just laughed and said, "Oh God." So I was like, "Well, I think I'm cool." I'm going.
Oh, there she is. Hi.
Hi.
She's here rolling joints like a pro.
Yeah, I see somebody passing stuff to you.
Right, with a tip.
Hey,
Even.
if you can roll a joint while on some hallucinogens, you're a badass. Because that shit's such a pain in the ass.
I used to do it all the time.
Whenever I'm
If I
roll
cheat,
blunt.
does it count?
like 30 joints ahead of time, I get so mad at myself.
Fucking one time I got some acid and I took it at one person. Like I had to drop it off at two people's house, right? But I'm like, I'm gonna drop it here. I'm gonna eat it here, and then I'm gonna ride my skateboard to the train. And I'm gonna ride the train to these other dudes' house, ride my skateboard there. You know what I mean? And everything was great. It all worked great. I don't know how, dude. I'll tell you what. I was riding that train. It moved more when it stopped than when it was fucking going. You know what I'm saying? So I get there. I'm riding my skateboard down the hill, and like, unbeknownst to me, I had gotten it at work and I'd given it to them. They had just gotten home and had taken it at the same time. So as they were sitting down, it hit them, and I roll up, and they were like, "Holy crap, it's perfect timing." So we go inside, and they're like, "Dude, we got to smoke a joint. We got to smoke a joint." So he's like, he pulls out his bag. My buddy pulls out his fucking bag, and he's like trying to break it up. He doesn't have a grinder, and he's like breaking it up, and all of a sudden he's just like goes into slow motion. And I'm like, "Dude, Mike, you all right?" And he's like, I can't do it." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You can't do what?" He's like, the crystals in my fingers." Like, grab for him. I don't know. All right, dude. He's like, I can feel every trichome and the crystals, and he's like, I can't do it. I can't break it up.
I understand exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a nice garden hypothetical. That's pretty.
Thank you. It's basically a harvest. I'm gonna be playing with it all week. I've been excited. I've been waiting for it. This fruit punch to nuggets is really coloring up pretty for me.
Beautiful. What's a nose on it?
It's been one I've been trying to place and waiting for somebody to ask, but I've been trying to place it and I can't. It's got the fruit punch mom in it. I can definitely smell that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hidden behind some general funk. I don't know how to put that. Not quite BO. Yeah. Sorry,
So
I get lost.
I totally get it.
So hypothetical, how, since you don't transplant, what do you plant your autos in? Just like, what would be the size?
These are 2-gallon, the 2.2 auto pots. Given the opportunity, I would not get the split, the 2 tray. I would definitely split the trays and get 1 each. But other than that, yeah, these little 2 gallons are fine. These plants are fairly small in comparison to what I'm used to. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to go white LED versus CMH again. But I had to try it. But this one's my production tent. I need 12 ounces out of this thing. I think I'll probably get 8 to 10 out of this when it's all dried and cured, just based on density. Some of them are rocks on sticks like these. Some of them are a lot more fluffy, like this sour crinkle back here. This is the second version that they actually recently came out with when they recreated it. All the breeding has been done with the first version. It was a smaller plant, denser, but just as fast. And then this one here is an AVT that I've been laughing at this whole grow just because it is the floppiest of everything that I've ever grown. It doesn't support itself at all, and it doesn't even try or pretend to. These aren't exactly like super heavy either, so. But it's definitely a yielder, and it kind of overtook this here Cannon Co. My baby. Like I said, I always got one in the garden, right?
Yeah.
She's my frost beast in here.
Beautiful.
And hers is definitely like an orange cream this round.
Are those all autos, man?
Oh yeah, I only grow autos.
Those are beautiful, man.
Thank you.
They're very impressive.
I appreciate it. I'll be honest, auto pots and cocoa made me a good grower.
I love cocoa. That's all I use.
When I'm breeding, I'll mix some soil in. I'll do like 20% soil. That way I can throw in some organics and give it a little bit of that, whatever my line is missing. I've just found the seeds are better quality that way. I actually threw away a duck's foot, a bunch of duck's foot crosses because I didn't include soil or organic newts, and I was just using, what was it? I want to say it was just Mega Crop and its add-ons. And the seeds just came out not quite there. Just all underdeveloped. They were all at 5.5 weeks old, so there's no reason why they shouldn't have been, but they were all white and bird seed. So never again. I'm definitely including a little soil every time. And then by 5 weeks, my plants are dropping seeds. They can't wait to get rid of them.
Yeah, see, I started with autos, but I didn't do very well. And then I did photos and things changed for me after that. I don't know why.
What was the best auto you did, Prophet?
You're gonna make me say it. 7 grams, dude. All right. 7 grams.
I've done 7 gram autos.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed.
I mean, mine was in a shot glass though. It was after I learned cocoa. I did 7 grams in a shot glass, watering it twice a day, just like these.
Wait, you say in a shot glass?
Yes, in a shot glass.
Oh yeah, see, I had a 5-gallon bucket, dude.
Well, that's why it was a 7 gram plant.
No, I gave up. I gave up on autos. I like photos. I control them, you know. So
I understand that. There's that. There's been a few times where I was wishing that I could like, no, give me like another week before you start that.
I'll tell you what though, I do like the fact that like you're messing around with the whole like CBD aspect of it, because it's something that happens kind of like with the autos. It's just if you can get it down right, you know what I mean, kind of like with what you're doing in there. I mean, that's what you're doing more than what some people are doing with photos, you know what I mean? So, and then not only that, you're able to kind of dial in what you're trying to do yourself and pass on, and might help somebody else out, because I'm definitely interested in some CBD strains, you know what I mean? And if I can having an auto form, that's even better in my opinion in that aspect, especially for me if I got a limited plant count and limited space and stuff like that.
Go on. A quick overturn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's actually what made me take them to market. It wasn't until like I'd bred these, I'd smoked a couple of them, and they were really helping my body. And just they're great after work. That's the best time I like them is either after work or if you have a job where you can't get too in the head. That's where these come in because you're still going to get a head high from them. They're 1-to-1. Don't give them to your kids. But in the same, it's just kind of more all around. It's not that one fights the other. It just kind of levels each other off.
Okay. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why I like my back's trash. You know what I mean? I got a trash back and shoulder, all sorts of shit. But so that'd definitely be one thing. And so like I've had a nice 1-to-1 where it's like a 12-to-12. So you still even got a good little, you know what I mean, head change and a good but the CBD helped kind of, you know what I mean? It was great. And the terpenes were different, you know what I mean? Because I'm not used to the CBD terps, you know? So that orange was so crisp, I felt like and shit. I think Cariboo's sweating through his eyebrows.
Dude, I'm just fucked right now. That's the first dab I've done in like 2 weeks. I was just saying before the show, since the last 3 weeks, I think I've been working on the road again. I just haven't had much for dabs, so I haven't really been doing them. Life's been hectic, but I've been using mostly the crystals out of my Bud Buster instead for that extra kick because I've been enjoying it. It's more like hash. Well, I just found a big, massive dab. Shit.
I was gonna say, dude, you look like you're crying.
Oh, dude, I have legit tears running down my face. I'm not. Yeah, no, it was a good one.
A head ringer, huh?
Yeah.
What are you dabbing? Do you dab in the super silver or?
I'm honestly not even sure what it is. I think it's actually some of leftover honey oil from the last batch I made. Okay. But I think I'm gonna have to. Because being that it is the case, I live on the road where whatever hotel the work has me up in for work these days. So yeah. I think while I'm actually right now, I'm actually home. The wife and I have split up, and she's letting me stay here for the weekend, so I can not have to pay for a hotel. This is kind of her. And so while I'm here, I think I got to make up some honey oil or something like that to take on the road with me. That way I'll have some stuff like that. So here's a shout out to trying to keep it civil when you're splitting up with someone when you got kids involved. That's what we're trying to do. It's not always nice. It's not always easy, but it's worth it for those that you love that are involved. That's all I really want to say about that.
No doubt. Good shit. I like the way you're handling it. That's good stuff. I'm looking at Blazing Asian's post. He just posted Driz. Put them all up there for you.
I see.
He's about to be balls deep.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. We're about to flip them. So hopefully we won't have too many balls, but sack them out real quick, see what's going on.
Yeah. That'd be all right.
That's super exciting.
What do you got to determine the sex? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All you got to do is go up to the leaf, man. If it's already ready to be switched over, just rub it and smell it. If it doesn't smell like just a plant, it's a male. If it smells like a plant, it's a male. If it smells like weed, it's the female. The female gives off the scent. Even in veg, when you're clipping your leaves, you can smell your fingers. You could, if it smells like bud, it's a female. Males just smell vegetative,
Well, I don't know about smell, but those changos, I had this one picked for a male. It had spurs on it. I could have swore to God that thing was going to be a male. And, that one turned out to be the freaking female. And the one that I thought was going to be the female turned out to be the freaking male. So tell him don't tear anything out until you actually see balls. With those Changos, it's hard to tell.
You want me to show you how to do it right now, man?
Yes.
Oh, he's got it.
Yes, very much so. We've been waiting for this.
Well, everybody's been talking, so I just,
Yeah,
right.
Look, it's fine.
It's a frequency, all right? Now, look, this is just, it's a fucking Batman necklace, all right? It's just a little pendant thing at the end of a chain, right?
Okay.
Take your finger, one wrap around, okay? And hold like this. Now, nothing's going to be moving. As soon as I put my hand under it, because I'm male, it's going to go left to right. You see that? Going left to right.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to show you what happens with a female. Roxy, want a cookie? I'm going to use my dog. Roxy. Hold on.
Maybe if we all call her. Here, Roxy.
On my mama.
This is cool as shit. I hope this works out too.
Hold on. So we're working with a pregnant chick? Like over the belly?
I don't know. You'd probably get a false signal.
Will it read her?
Yeah.
What would it do? Like,
it would probably just explode. And it would just blow up.
Get over here.
Oh, look at that cute dog.
Hey, my cat's go.
All right. Now, this might be a little hard. Now, you all, if you have, your plants that are female, just by all means, you can also test it too. But females, they are going to give off a circular pattern. I don't know if you guys can see it spinning in a circle.
That's a trip.
Can you see it? I don't. All right. So that's going in a circle. I'm going to show you again. I'm going to stop it. Male. It's going to instantly start going left to right. You can see that, right?
That's a trip.
Now you could do that with seeds. All right. You just place them on a table. Don't stick them in your hand. All right. Place them on a table. You're going to have to get kind of close to it and just give it a second. And it'll take over left to right. Now, if the thing is undecided or starts going erratic, you have a Hermy most likely because it's giving off both male and female frequency. But I've been sexing plants and through pictures, and I've only missed maybe 5 in the whole time that I've done it. So, take it for what you want. But, play around with it,
What do you think, hypothetical, you can do it? You basing it all off that now?
Why not?
He got male, female plants. Tell him to grab a necklace, and if he knows what they are, tell him just to go over it. You can,
I'm gonna go over to Blazing Asians. I'm gonna do it. I'm going over Blazing Asian. I'm gonna write them all down and let you know soon.
Blazing Asians watching. Tell him to do it right now.
I want nothing more than for this to be true. This would be amazing.
I know. That's what I want. It would be amazing.
What do you think? Hypothetical. You got males and females, or just males in your garden?
Well, I know I've got all females in the garden, but I do have. I recently came into some anvil, so I'm going to be playing with that here in a couple grows, and I'm definitely going to try that.
Put it over your female plant right now.
Yeah. I'm going to mark what it says on the seed, or from the pendulum. I'm going to mark what it says on the cup, plant it, and just see what pops. I'm going to do
let me know.
9 of them. See what the average is.
Yeah. Let me know, man. Let me know.
Yeah, try. I'd love to try it.
It hasn't stared me wrong, and I go through bags. I go through seeds like bags like this, and the regs, and I just
Are you ever wrong?
I've been like a Hermes slipped by me, you know what I'm saying? Because it could have a little bit stronger of a female presence to it, but it's still going to have balls. I've even had Hermes when they were already plants that I'd have a node that would read male, and then I'd have, a top, the stem that comes up to the top. I'd have one that read male and then one that read female, So I was like, that's why I'm always trying to get, when people ask me, I need the top of the plant. I can't just go off of one, because I've had them split before like that. Like just one node, one whole stalk would be a male, one would be a female. It's just reading that way,
Well, that's pretty popular right now.
What's popular?
The whole half.
Oh, the Hermes?
Yeah, the whole half gender thing is pretty popular right now.
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
Yeah.
That's why I started doing that. It's just so I could not be tricked at the bar anymore. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 5 times, shame on me.
Is it a shame at that point?
I don't know. More of a hobby, I
Your
guess.
logo hypothetical.
Sorry, run that by me again.
Who did your logo?
That would be, oh, hell. I feel bad because I suck at remembering the name. Give me a second. I got Stony brain.
I like it.
I could say Sam's Girl, but that won't help much, will it?
It looks good, though. I like it.
I want to give her thanks. So I'm looking that up now. Because as soon as I see it, I'll know. Come on, Cannabis, you can do it.
I hate eating this candy like this, man. These Skittles are so bad for you, but they're so delicious.
That's where everything is.
Yeah. Hey, Drizz, you there?
Where'd you think I was going to be?
Oh, that cave. I don't know.
No, not the cave. I'm actually out in the garage smoking a cigarette.
Oh, okay. No, I was just going to ask about those chongos. They still putting off only skunk, or they got something else to them now?
No, still putting off skunk. I've actually got some orange hairs coming out of them now. Starting to see some frost on the leaves. They're actually starting to look pretty nice. I mean, they're not huge yet. They say usually a couple weeks is when the buds kind of swell up and get really big.
What week are you on? About 4?
This Sunday will be the end of week 5.
Oh, okay.
So that still leaves me with 4 more weeks to go after that.
Or 60 days? 60 days? 60 days?
No, they all of them said between 9 and 10 weeks. So, I mean, between 63 and 70 days.
I think Fluffkin's got those. He just popped some of those jungle bunnies from him.
Yeah, those jungle berries. Those would be cool.
Jungle berries. That's it. Yeah. Those would be nice.
Hey, I've got it. It was Cassafrashy. Cassafrashy did my logo. God, that took forever.
Oh!
I am so sorry.
I didn't know it was Sam's wife.
Yeah, that's Sam's wife.
That's dope. I was just asking who did that. That's nice, Cassafrash.
No, she did it great. She actually did it off of a photo that I sent her of one of my girls.
Yeah? That's dope. I really like it. I like that. It's just really clean. It's nice. Dope stuff.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So suddenly realizing that we don't really have any way of verifying if people are actually following and stuff on Instagram. I think easier way of doing this giveaway is just comment Foop in the chat there. Anyone who wants this starter pack, and we'll pick someone that way. So anyone's interested in that Foop starter pack or the cloning gel.
You're doing it tonight?
Yep, tonight. That's why I'm bringing it up, because we're not gonna. Well, I had to get going on the last episode. We were supposed to do that giveaway, Painted Lady one, live on the air, but I had to got a message from the boss, and you know how it is. It's so maybe we'll make sure we actually get it done.
Everybody blowing up. Poop.
Poop. So is that the same
I thought I
company
heard
that was doing
poop.
fish shit?
Had to vote with my wife's phone. But I mean, you know, I gotta say, after, you know, I watered, I've been, so like I have my plant in a 3-gallon cloth pot, right? And then I've just been, like, I figure if I, like, I know about how much I need to drain out to have it in the, you know, kind of like how you're watering your solo cups, they're hypothetical. So I just like put my cloth pot in a 5-gallon bucket with a certain amount of, you know, aquarium water basically. And today I filled or cleaned out all my sponge filters. So it was especially full of, you know, bacteria benefit, you know.
Poop.
And I gotta
All that
say,
good stuff.
so, you know, I did that like, I don't know, an hour after the lights came on, hour and a half. And then, but like by the end of the day, I mean, she was like fucking glowing. You know what I mean? Like it was, I don't know, crazy. I'm just like a little kid in like a toy store that's never seen toys before. So like every day is just like, I'm fucking like, I feel like I'm Hulk Hogan coming out on stage in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, ripping my shirt and shit, you know?
Being a real American.
Yeah, it's fucking A right, dude. With like 28-inch pythons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
What you gonna do, brother?
that's right.
How long did you veg it for, Sam?
For 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like I didn't really expect it to work. Like when I put the seed, you know, I plant because I'd like tried to like I'd started a whole bunch of seeds, I don't know, in the last year, the end of last year. And like none of them, I mean, they would sprout up and they would get to like the second set of leaves and then something shitty. I mean, second after the whatever coital leaves, right? Is that what they're called? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, so you know, the second set came out and then something would happen. Like I don't know. So I've like put some freaking seeds in the like above ground spot in my turtle tank. And then it just like next thing I knew, after a couple of weeks, it was like fucking gigantic. I was like, holy shit, I gotta transplant this. So from transplant, like I can't remember, it was probably but the thing with that was it was on a 12-hour cycle, right? For my turtles. Just like this. So it was like, I don't know if it was sending it straight into flower, but it grew. It's seemingly, I mean, I have no idea. Like I said, I've never done this before. So it seemed like it was growing really fast right from the start. But it could be that I just like sent it into flower. Could that be a thing? So it just like immediately started to like give it all it had.
Did you flip it? The light schedule?
Well, that's just it. Like it was already on a 12 and 12.
It'll go through. Most strains will go through like a pre-flower stretch type deal, like take off.
Right.
Wow,
So,
I missed the beginning of that. What was he asking? What were you asking, Beelzebub? I'm sorry. Like I zoned out for a few minutes. What did you ask?
I must be that friend you were talking about.
No, it wasn't even that. It was me, man. It was me. I like was looking through the computer.
No, that's cool. So I dropped my seed into the above ground part of my turtle tank, right? So like it can just wick the moisture up from the water.
Yeah.
And the light, you know, it's on a high pressure sodium, so my turtles could get, you know, their UV stuff. And but it's on a 12 and 12 because I have like aquatic plants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Keep growing. So the seed popped up and then it just like blew up. Like, I mean, it
It doubled in. Did it go in the flour? Has it gone?
That's the thing. I think it did, but I don't know if it could it have.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. That's the switch right there. Like when you take it's a photo, right?
Yeah.
It was a photo seed. That's the switch. You can veg it for 6 months at 16 hours. I mean, I'm 18 hours of light or 24 hours of light. But the second you put that sucker in 12 and 12, that's it. That's the cutoff. It's going to double, like 71 was saying. It's going to probably double and stretch, and then it's going to start budding. So yeah, because it was on the, especially HPS, it was it was at 12 and 12. You instantly put that thing in the flower when it came out the ground.
Yeah, because then when I put it in, like, when I transplanted it and put it in the veg, it was under LEDs, and I could tell, like, it was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, what'd you up the hours? And when you put it under the LED, what how many hours?
I went to 24.
All right, so is it under 24 now?
No, it's on 12 and 12.
Oh, because you could have probably reverted it into a re-veg.
I did. No, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I re-veg.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's exactly what happened. The second you put it under 12 and 12, I guess never heard anybody having one come out as a seed to 12 and 12. So that's interesting. It goes in the flower.
That weed's gonna kick his ass. He's gonna smoke that shit and it's gonna kick his ass. He's gonna be like, you put me through hell, I'm about to kick your ass with this high. Hell yeah. That's gonna be something.
You put me through. Yeah, no, I didn't. Like I say, I didn't expect the seed to do anything because I have had so many failures up to this point. Like at this point, it's like, it was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep putting a seed in. It's gonna happen eventually. You know what I mean? Because
absolutely,
like, fuck it. I don't know what else to do. Like I have the dome and the heating mat and it's like but none of it was working for me. Like I was either keeping them too wet or too hot.
Check out Opie's YouTube channel. He's got a little seed popping, germinating thing, and I use that one. It's just a paper towel in a plastic bag. Simple shit, and it works 99% of the time. You know what I mean? You can get complicated with all this other shit if you want, but if it's not working, you can try something else that works pretty well.
Yeah. I've done that. It works pretty well. Yeah, like you said, 99% of the time. I sink them in water and whatnot, and friggin'
I soak them. Yeah,
let them once they drop. Put them in, Sometimes we even let them pop real quick, till the taproot comes out. Till the taproot comes out, and then you know what direction to put it in, and I'll put it in there that way.
Oh yeah.
I do paper towel and then I crack them.
You crack them? I've been hearing that a lot lately. I heard it on the Dude's Grow Show the other week or something. And then since I've heard it, I've been hearing it more and more and more lately.
Yeah, I've been cracking for about a year now, and I don't have them not give me a taproot.
Yeah, I was gonna that's
how about you crack them?
Necessarily come up, but they always give me a taproot.
How do you crack? What would you use to crack them? You don't want to obviously use a pair of pliers.
Hit them with a hammer.
That'll work. Sledge.
No, my regular trivet scissors, my garden scissors.
Yeah.
The ones that I keep in there to take leaves. I just use those. I bring it right up to the edge, and then just enough pressure to where I either see it start to open or I hear a crack. Either one.
Huh. Might have to give that a try.
Do it after they soak. Like let them soak and swell.
Oh.
So I'll normally do a 12 to 24 hours, 18 hours, somewhere in there, and then I'll crack them and stick them back in there for another 6 or until the next time I go in there. Then I plant them.
Cool.
Yeah. We Painted Lady in the house. What's up? What's up, Nugan?
Painted Lady.
Hey, Painted Lady.
What's up, everybody? Crazy Crackpot Mom. What's good?
So Prophet, you said you
Painted Lady.
Cocoa?
Hey, Nuggin. Hey.
Prophet, you use cocoa?
Yeah.
Is that? I mean,
I mix it with perlite too.
Okay. So you use perlite also just for like aeration?
Yeah.
And water retention kind of thing?
Well, no, it also helps the roots to easily push through areas rather than having such a condensed medium, It kind of allows it to kind of get through the area and spread out a little more.
Sure.
But for the most part, yeah.
Is
That's
cocoa, I mean, so like what would be the what's the advantage to you using cocoa? Is it just that you control exactly what your plant's getting?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's exactly it. I'm really obsessive about knowing what's in there. I don't like being like, what else is in there, you know? So I know everything I put in there and that's it, you know?
Right.
It's simple. You know, I try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm not trying to find other things I don't want to deal with. Plus, I've always, when I use, you know, soil and stuff, I've done that. I've always come up with like some kind of bugs, which I find annoying and everything else. And the cocoa just limits a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I've seen some amazing grows with, you know, many mediums from hydro to organic and everything, you know, everything's
That aquaponic shit sounds really cool.
It does. I wanted to try it, but I could never do it, you know.
Didn't you try it the other day? Didn't your shit flood pretty good?
The other day?
On Profits, I think it was a couple weeks ago. Was that you?
Doing
Probably.
aquaponic. Me doing
No,
aquaponic.
your room flooded?
Oh, the ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I thought your room flooded. Maybe it wasn't you.
Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't even my room. Yeah. So picture a 3-story apartment sized basement, you know, that would be there, you know, how they have 3 apartments on top. And, you know, so the basement size of that, the water was up to my knees. I had like I said, I had my AC unit in the water and everything else, but I was like, screw it, jumped in to kill the water and then unplug everything that I thought would eventually become a problem if it was still plugged in while being wet, while I was standing in the water. But yeah, it took hours and bucket loads. Cleanest my basement's ever been. After that, dude. But I'm not at that basement anymore. But yeah, that was the cleanest that basement's ever been.
You make me feel better about my little 12 gallons in a meter by meter tent.
Well, I mean, I pulled the stone to move and turned my faucet on to fill up the bucket, got a text, was like, oh, you got to go, you know, because the wife texted me. And then I was like, okay, grab my shit, went, left the faucet running with the hose, came back 2 hours later. And, you know, that was it. That was it. I'm glad I came back. I only went back to my grow house just because I needed to grab something. And I was like, for my mom, and I was like, all right, let me check it out real quick. And I downstairs just to take a look because I was there. And I was like, oh my God. Like my basement could have been a swimming pool or at least a wading pool, you know, like freezing tap water. Oh God.
Well, guys, it's been real. It's been fun, but I got to go to work tomorrow. So I'm going to let y'all go.
Bros love, brother.
Later, Drips.
I know Brad's having a good evening. I can tell that.
I'm just fucked right now, man.
See y'all later.
Later, man.
Peace out, bro.
While I'm talking, we should probably announce the winners of this giveaway. So for the Poop starter kit, we're gonna go with Cassafras. And
all right.
for the Poop we're gonna go with Fluffykins.
Woo!
So,
yes, guys.
All right, fellas.
Congrats, Fluff.
Reach out and we'll get that stuff sent out to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
She just had to go deal with the kid, but she took her phone, so I'm sure she'll.
Yeah, no, I heard a rumor that she's working on her first grow right now, so it seems like a starter kit would be a perfect thing to be going in that direction, in my opinion.
Yep.
That stuff's awesome too, man. I'm telling you, I've been looking into it a little bit more lately, and that food stuff's gnarly, man.
We expect to see like tons of pictures and stuff like that too posted up, which we kind of pretty sure we didn't really need to even say that. It was just going to happen anyways. But maybe when you do throw up some FOOP hashtags and maybe also some 40 acre smoke shop hashtags and stuff like that as thank you or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely. That's
that might looking to trying this stuff out whenever I'm able to start up. Can't wait.
I want to try to get something made for my birthday, man. My birthday's 4/20. I want to get a little dab rig made, man. I think just a little, a little simple, nice one, but something dope. Get a nice little matching carb cap for it or something.
That'd be cool.
71. I'm 419.
Are you?
Yeah. I was like 15 minutes from 420, but I just had a bounce. I've been in there long enough. I was like, fuck it, I'm out.
You thought you was missing the party.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to get ready.
You had to pack the ball.
Yeah. You had to roll the doobie. You had to roll the doobie for when I popped out.
Yeah. I was waiting for you.
There you go. Tough life. Somebody's got to do it, though, right?
Yeah. It's hard being a gangster.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Rod. Oh, man, you know what? That's what I don't like about his studio either. These two cats get stinky for moments. Woo.
I've been in a studio apartment. We had some walls, but they were like the ceilings were, I wish I lived there now. God, they were like 12 feet high. I could put so many lights in there. But friggin' we had like real size walls, but they didn't actually, they blocked view, they didn't block sound, but that was kind of nice having like walls and doors in a studio apartment,
No doubt. Oh yeah. I found a place around here that has free electricity. And
that's what's up.
In their rent agreement. So my lease is coming up here in August, and if parole won't let me leave the state still, then I might have found a new place.
Well, I think free electricity sounds right up the right way.
Yeah, right? That's a good place to start right there. The rent is super reasonable, too, for what I'm paying right now for mine. So, cool.
I think they might have a certain cutoff for the free electricity, I imagine.
Oh, no, I knew somebody over there pulling some juice.
Damn. All right. Sign me up. I'm in.
What was that, about a 12 lighter?
Jeez, oh, Pete. Oh, yeah.
That would be pretty cheap, if we all went in.
Hell yeah. I'm about to say, we'll take a few apartments, though. You know what I'm saying?
Can I get the 7th floor?
Yeah.
I'd be all right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. These slaps that Opie got, these are nice quality slaps, man.
Yeah, they are. I got mine today.
And not only that, who the hell's taking out, like, personal cardboard mailers and stuff so they don't get bent and stuff? So that was super gnarly, man.
Yeah, I saw you posted that. That was pretty cool. Yeah. It wasn't just in an envelope.
Yeah, it's like a nice little mailer. I can use this. Whatever.
Look at you recycling.
Oh, yeah. Don't you know?
You need to get yourself a colony of isopods now. Go with your living soil and your worms and shit.
You said what?
You need a colony of isopods. Clean up all your shit in the soil now. Along with your
right.
soil.
I gotta get all. Yeah, I know. I want to get some of. I tell you what I do got to do though. I got to start getting my stuff together for this brewing teas, man. I gotta get the last little stuff I gotta get for that. Just next thing I'm working on.
What are you gonna make?
It's like a little compost tea, you know what I mean? Nice little veg tea, some kelp and stuff like that, We got a lot of stuff coming up, so we gotta keep them going. Terp had a good tea that he gave us a recipe for and stuff like that. I think he's posted on Canvas or not. I don't know if he has or not, but it was a good tea recipe. Fluffy uses a great one too. Opie, Rick, I think everybody has kind of their own little thing that they do, but recipe.
Yeah. I made my own for a little while, but I go with Bounty. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that one. It's not bad. I like it as far as like, I don't have to sit there and actually brew it, but if I wanted to, I can get the rest of the components to do it. But I haven't brewed a tea in a little while. I've just been, going with the powder and the water mix, that the soil drench, I guess, would be,
Yeah.
But, I use microbes, and that's to feed the microbes and everything else.
Are you using recharge, Sam? Or did you? No. Do you use a hypothetical?
I want to, but I haven't yet.
You want to, but you haven't. Okay. Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
Why? What do you
I
think?
use a Great White for right now.
Me
Great
too.
White? Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, that was next one I always hear people using.
It's a great product. I've liked it.
Now, does anybody, when they're transplanting, does anybody like sprinkle that shit like around where they're gonna transplant?
I put it in the seed hole.
Yeah, in the seed holes. Okay, yeah, I heard them talking about that too. Like as soon as the taproot comes out, it comes in contact with that, it like just stays with it and it colonizes with the root system as it's growing. And
Bearing in mind that the manufacturer says not to do that, and that it
Mhm.
doesn't help, and that it doesn't do anything. Like Great White tells you it doesn't do anything. I just do it because it makes me feel good. But I do for the first probably about a month or so, really until they're starting to really put on bud set. I will put just a little dash in, not necessarily dose it, just
Right.
salt shaker it in every time I top water.
Okay. And now, when do you now with Great White, do you stop using that pretty early into flower as well, or is that something that you can use throughout, or what?
I imagine you could probably use it throughout. It's just microbes, but I personally just stop at about a month old or so. Because I'll forget, and also most of the time I'm pretty much done with any of the organic inputs unless I'm breeding. If it's not the seeded plant, then I'm not really worried about the organic inputs. Whereas in the early life, I'll still throw in some aminos and this and that. And I like to have the mycorrhizae there too. Just again, makes me feel good.
I use the microbes every watering with flower, and every couple of watering in veg.
Throughout.
So, yep, the whole time. I'm packing
Awesome,
the soil.
man.
So I don't know. Everybody does something. Like I've said this before. Everybody's got their own way, and once they find that niche, just run with it, man.
Oh yeah, I want Mammoth P for flower.
I've used Mammoth P back in the
You
day.
tried using a baseline only and then using Mammoth P and flower to see if you can get away without having to use a PK booster?
Yes. I've also
Did it
used,
work?
I've also, yeah, I mean, it didn't do anything bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just microbes, as we said.
Well, yeah. I was just wondering if they would mine enough phosphorus to not have to add it on top of the baseline. You know what I mean?
You're saying supplement the Mammoth P?
Right. Instead of using a PK booster, could you get away with using
No,
Mammoth P instead?
you could, I would imagine, but when I used it, I had the Mills brand line, so I used everything with it and added that. I never, I was also just still kind of learning, so I was following the directions rather than trying to stray too far.
I understand.
I've never used Mammoth P, but I've used and currently used a product called Microbial Mass, which I'm pretty sure is a very similar product. It's makes bioavailable phosphorus as well as calcium and iron. And I found it worked particularly well in my aquaponic setup that I did with it. It just, the growth that you saw in the veg was just insane. And then comparing to doing the comparisons, right? Without it, with and without side by side, as well as in the dirt. It's great stuff. I really like it. And when you're doing the aquaponics, it's really hard on your iron in your plants. It just seems to soak that stuff up. So if you got something that's able to help make the iron in your soil a little bit more bioavailable, that really helps out.
Gotcha.
So if anybody's interested in that, and they're a Canadian company, I believe they're out of Kelowna, which is only about 4 or 5 hours away from me here. and they're great stuff. And at one point in time, I was actually talking to Jeff from Microbial Mass about coming on the show and having a bullshit session. So maybe we can get him on at some point in time and talk about his product and really go into it.
There you go. Sounds something I'm interested in. I'll have to look into that.
Yep. Yeah.
Do they ship to US?
Sorry, say again?
Do they ship to US?
I would imagine they do, but I'll look into it. Or like you can look up Microbial Mass. It's spelled MII when you're with the microbials instead of just one. I probably have something around here. I'm really high right now, and I don't want to be trying to do spelling and stuff like that, guys. It's, just gonna make myself look like an idiot.
You're good. I'm sure the Google will pick it up.
Yeah. But anyways, it's a great product, and I love it because the reason I found it was I went into Cariboo Garden Supply, our local grocery store here in 100 Mile. Shout out to them. I was looking to, like, do you guys sell recharge or anything of the sort? And he says, no, I can't get that. And then he says, here's Microbial Mass. And he gave me a test bottle of it, and I tried it out. And it's like, okay, yeah, in a soil side by side, right? With and without. And yeah, there was noticeable differences. And like I said, when I did the same thing when aquaponics, it was just like, holy shit. Like, it was like, that was wow.
Gotcha. It's almost like when I learned to pH.
Yep. I had one of those moments at about that same time as well.
Oh yeah, when I first started growing, I swore by not pHing and said I can grow plants without it. And my tap water is like 500 ppms and is like 8.59 out of the tap.
Wow.
And
were they starving to death?
No, but you could definitely tell that there was some magnesium, some potassium issues.
That's like a lockout right there.
Oh yeah, no, there's all sorts of lockout.
Critical mass lockout.
Plants that grew anyways, and that was the key: is the plants that grew anyways.
Oh, okay.
And those were the ones that became Canonco, that became Resinato, were the ones that could survive that and still put out. So
cool.
Those two for sure. I tested those without pHing. I can say that honestly. They don't die.
That's resilience right there.
Just don't.
Oh yeah. Now obviously, you treat them right and they put out more for you. That's the difference between a 2-ounce plant and a 6-ounce plant. But either way, you're getting fired off of them.
These plants work a lot like women.
Yep, pretty much.
The more you give them, the more you might get back,
And the more your attention to the one, the more it puts out for you.
Yeah. You ever had that one plant, you have like a clone of like 8 of them, and like you're giving everybody the same thing, and it's just one that just for some reason doesn't want to work for you?
That's currently my Canonco in that 4 tent that I was showing earlier.
Yeah.
The other 3 are perfectly fine nutrient-wise. Canonco has been a little bit mag hungry the entire grow, from what I can tell. She just likes a little more. But I'm stubborn, and when it comes to that tent with 4 in it, I don't cater to the individual need. I just kind of make them power through it.
Right on.
It's kind of like I don't really treat for fungus gnats much. I do a little bit once in a while, but for the most part, if I don't have a huge explosion of them, I leave them be, because if the plant can't survive a little bit of fungus gnat, I don't want it in my garden. Like, that's not something I'm going to be interested in. It'll be something that I grew once. I'll never grow Gorilla Glue, any of the autos again. I tried 2 or 3 different breeders, and they all are, they're weak. They just don't have it. Not what I'm looking for. They're too finicky. They like to die a lot. They don't want to put out in a situation where it's not ideal. And I refuse to give an ideal situation. I've always got something I'm testing for resilience of.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I still have to pull 12 to 16 ounces out of that 4x4 every run.
Right. That's to keep up with you.
I figured out how to find the microbial mass link and put it in the chat. I'm pretty proud of myself right now.
Nice, man.
All right.
Congrats.
I'll have to pull that up then.
And then if I really get my shit together, I might even figure out how to put it in the comment section down below for like the general comments after the live is done.
I don't know, man. You might have done enough for tonight.
That's awfully, you know.
I'll hold my breath.
Yeah. So did you get a chance to check out that ICP album yet, Prophet?
No, I haven't. I've been wrapped up with some stuff since we talked. You know, just I'll be honest with you. I played Call of Duty all day.
Fucking right, you did.
Dude, I played it till like, oh God, 12:30 last night, and like I was doing campaign with my father, and friggin' I'm obsessed with the sniper rifle. So like I'm constantly looking, and it's like I'm looking so deep into this screen that like my eyes are tearing because I haven't blinked or anything like that in like 45 minutes, you know. And like I couldn't go to sleep last night because I think I played too long, because every time I closed my eyes, it was just like I was looking at the screen, man, and I was just like, oh,
see the
God.
crosshairs and shit.
I think I got like 2 hours of sleep last night, you know. But yeah, and then I played again today. I was just like, I'm gonna end up frying my brain.
What's the sleep stuff you'll talk about?
You know, when I was eating a lot of edibles a couple of weeks ago, it was something that I was really enjoying.
I'll tell you what, Opie, man, those gummies, Opie, man, those things are nice, man. I'm not gonna lie, those things had me sleeping for, I think I got like 5.5 hours of sleep one night, actually. That was like super impressive.
Yeah, I've been making gummies like a motherfucker. I mean, I've been posting quite a few, but I'm not gonna post it every time I make it. It's only gummies, you know. So again, the amount that I've actually made and consumed compared to what I've posted.
Dude, it's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard to fucking keep up with people now, man. I gotta find a better way of doing that, like on people's that I follow closely and stuff like that. Their posts, because I have it where like anybody who posts damn near comes up on my thing. I think, you know what I mean. So it's just like it's hard to go through it, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'll do it one of these days.
Hard to have too many friends.
I didn't go. I didn't check out my I didn't go on Cannabis for a day because I was trimming, you know, and freaking I finally got like maybe a day and a half, and like I'm scrolling through to catch up where, you know, I left off, and I'm like, oh my God, my feed's getting quite big, you know, like it's taking me an hour to get to where I last was yesterday, you know. Johnny's like, oh, did you hear so did you check out that post? And I'm like, no. Going through my phone, you know, trying to scroll.
Yeah. It's like Johnny just posted. Where's Johnny, man? Oh man, I hope he gets better.
Yeah, his hand's looking good, man. He just needs to take it easy, you know. But
yeah, he doesn't he doesn't know what that is.
Let me cut in real quick. I gotta getting duty calls. It's nighttime. It's bedtime. I'm sleepy.
No doubt. Hey, thanks for coming out, dude. That was awesome.
Yeah, this is great.
I appreciate you having me.
We can't wait to see you on Sunday, man. That's really let you delve into what it is you do. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have been reaching out to me, telling me like how much they're excited about it. So it's going to be a great episode, bud.
Well, good. I hope so. Make me look good in the edit.
There's no doubt in my mind. It's going to be an excellent show.
Oh yeah, man. All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
Later. Happy taco.
Night, y'all. Have a good one.
Yeah, Ronnie, if you see Johnny tomorrow, tell him I said, what's up?
Yeah. Give him some love.
I did. Wow, Blazing Asian can't get his car out of this freaking
Did he have to walk to get his daughter?
What's that?
Did he have to walk to get his daughter?
Nah, he was just had to make her dinner, so.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. He's just taking care of her.
Handler. I could like take that.
Oh,
I get you.
Anybody got snow outside?
Fucking A right, I do.
I just got, I'm looking, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to shovel, man. That sucks.
I don't even,
I'm sorry.
I got a 19-year-old. I should make him do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
but I just got him after,
You're trimming and shoveling and you have a 19-year-old?
Yeah, I'm just, he does his own thing, Fucking, I just got him like, maybe 6 months ago, like he was in a totally different state for most of his life. So, but I kept a strong contact. I went there, so as soon as he was done with high school, I told him, he could move down here, and he's been here for like 6 months. So I'm not trying to hammer into him yet. I'm easing him in slowly.
Does he enjoy it?
Yeah, sometimes. No, he does not. I was gonna try to make him seem less lazy. I swear to God, but he's a YouTube creator kid, and he's big into the whole streaming, his VR, and all this other crap. What that generation is doing. So,
maybe he can help you incorporate your shit into it.
Nah, he's on Discord and stuff. So I mean, it's no place I should be talking.
I didn't. Somebody invited me over there. I downloaded it. I just haven't delved into it yet. I haven't gotten in there, but I don't know.
No, I try to keep it strictly games, because there's all types of young kids on there. So unless it's like specifically like in the adult or 18 above one, but sometimes he'll be in the younger ones because he gets younger kids following his streams and stuff. So, try to keep it kid friendly as much as I can.
No doubt.
I couldn't do it.
What's the next one you're taking down, Prophet?
What's the what?
What's the next one you're taking down?
Well, I mean, I guess I would have to start them first, but they're going to be going into flower. Prepping for flower in the week because I got to transplant them and stuff. But it's going to be 2 headband 818s and probably my coffee F3. I'm going to put that through again. And then the next round after that will be a GMO and 2 wedding cakes. And then I got to, prep for after that and after that and after that. But hey, I'm 2 ahead right now, so I got a little bit of time. Plus, I don't want to take up too much space. I try to keep everything pretty well spaced out.
Now, when you go to flip to flower, what are you transplanting into?
15 gallons from 3.
Gallons?
From 3.
Okay, from 3 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that root system has a lot to play with.
Yeah, I give it as much room as it wants. The whole course of flower, so there's no hindrance from it doing what it does. Okay. I just found I find them better that way, just to put in 15s. This way here, I don't run into any issues personally. But yeah, I keep them in 3. I've kept them in 3 up to 3 months. Then they start kind of, to get a little freaking out of control. And then, you don't want to end up having it too tall. So it's constantly me fimming or topping the thing to keep everything kind of low. So when I put them in the flower and they do stretch, I'm not like going past my lights because I've gone past my lights so many times. And that's when you're sitting there crimping the thing to bend the bud that's like this tall into the light more. So I try to keep everything like waist high for that increase in stretch, but I stay, to the
You're using HPS, right?
Yes, 1,000-watt HPS.
Now, what would make you, besides now, if somebody was like, "Hey, I'm going to upgrade your thing," would you switch?
I could grab a 2,000-watt Raptor. It takes up the same space as my 1,000-watt Raptor, and it's twice the light. I could grab that anytime I want, but I'm happy where I'm at. My electric bill's nice, and it's always, if I add that, I want to have more heat. Now I got to plug in some extra fans, maybe
No,
increase.
I was saying if somebody was like, "Hey, I'm gonna come replace all your HPSs with LEDs," would you switch?
No. I like the LEDs. Don't get me wrong. I've done a few grows, and if they were like $1,000 LEDs, and maybe I'd contemplate a grow or two with them just to see what was up. But I'm a creature of old habits. I'm a creature of habit. I got my way. I'm happy with it. I'm not trying to play with it anymore. I've gone through so many different ways, and this is just. I think it was Advanced said it, keeping it simple. Just I got my way. It doesn't mess with me. I don't mess with it. We're good.
I'm finding mine.
Yeah.
I'm working.
What are you running?
I say that, but I'm just jumping straight from the salts to the organic. So.
Oh, really?
The living soil and all that. So I've always kind of been interested in it. So I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I hate sitting there having to fucking pH everything all the time and mixing the exact newt level and all this shit. It drives me crazy. And then I get stoned sometimes and I forget to write it down. And then I forget when the last time I fucking fed it and when I flushed it, and I'm pissed because this, that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm good, dude. I'm good. But like people that do it, like this dude, man, he amazing fucking flowers. You produce amazing fucking flowers from what I've seen, and you know what I mean? Like, so there's nothing I have nothing against it, dude. You know what I mean? Just me personally.
I you know what it is I've been using the same line so long that like I mix everything with my eyes closed, man, and then it's not a super lot of stuff that I'm jamming in there, but it is, but it's I locked out my like I said, I pull my water out of my sub pump area, and that water has got to be at least around 7. So freaking with that and my nutrients, that brings it down. I get to like 6.3, man, every time.
Hey, chat saying get with the program, bro.
Why? What's going on?
They're telling you get with the program.
What program?
LED.
Oh, everybody's telling me LED. I don't want to invest the money in the better. Like
that's what I was saying. If somebody would come through and do it for you,
you know what I mean?
Because
I said, I'd give it a try. If it came out better, then I'd do it.
Get out there, you know what I mean? But
like I said, I got 900 watts worth of LED, but it's like Mars Hydro, and I did it for a while, and I did one plant.
Quantum board is going to give you what a quantum board is going to do, really. You know what I mean? Unless you get up there with like the. Like they're saying those HLGs, those scorpions and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like those really high end ones. Those things are putting out some dope shit. I love the Canon I got though. I'm not gonna lie, that thing's dope. Like the thing's giving me some good penetration. It's giving me some good coverage. It's way better than I had gotten those. Everybody told me when I first got on Canon Bus too. I was like, hey, I'm just out of prison. I think I want to grow some pot. What's up? You know what I mean? And everybody's like, yo, yeah, don't skimp out on your equipment. And I got on Amazon and got like all the cheap shit, And like it showed, and it definitely showed. And then as I started upgrading a little bit more and more and putting more time and thought into what I'm buying, man, it definitely shows in what's going on.
The more money you spend in your lights, the more, the better it's gonna be.
It was cool, the little PB 1000. That thing was cool, man. It was cool for the one little auto I had going, anyways, at first. So, it just showed me what I needed, really.
I got 9 ounces off of the 600 and 300 watt Mars Hydro off of one plant.
What you got the which one is it? What hydro?
Mars.
Yeah, which one is it though?
Oh, it's green. I don't even think it has numbers on it, man. Seriously, like I was always looking at it, and I'm just like, it's just got a name on it, huh? But they were giving to me, so I wasn't gonna complain. I didn't order it. I didn't have any real info on it. Huh?
You know how many watts it's pulling?
No, not pulling, but it's it's 600, 300, whatever that is for the Mars version of LEDs. But it wasn't bad, and it was low cost, on my electric bill, which was cool. But, I just liked I don't know, I guess the penetration of
The penetration is the biggest thing with those quantum boards, man. I'm telling you, I've seen the penetration. If you got, but I say that, but I've also seen the new ones coming out that are just phenomenal. Some of the older ones, they just totally discontinued as well, just because it's just what they call ancient technology now. You know what I mean? It's not even a couple years old on some of them. The improvements they've had and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that like, it'd be hard to kind of piece together down at your, in your thing. You know what I mean? It'd be hard just to take out one HPS and put in a LED or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. You should gradually do it or just bite the bullet.
No, I would just take it right out and then replace the whole thing. You know.
Let's see.
What's up, Caribou? It's just the four of us.
I am wrecked.
I just went and ate a bowl of cereal, man. I'm so fucking.
Hell no. You look high school high right now.
Oh, dude, this
Video game mode.
Like when the hat came off, like shortly before that, man, I just was like, I was high as fuck, and then when all of a sudden it's just like bong. I was like, my feet started sweating and shit. I'm just like, holy fuck, I better go for a walk. And ever since then, it's been great.
That's so funny.
Like running around eating like every bit of candy I can find. Like it's like, oh Jesus.
It's re-up day tomorrow. I'm excited.
Yeah, I got those. I got those here. I need some. Thank God for kids. Yeah, kids and their lunches. What my favorite thing that the wife gets, well, it sucks now that if we're splitting up, I won't get them anymore because she buys the kids Gushers. And those were like one of my favorite things as a kid. So I'm pretty sure she actually buys them for me and pretends they're for the kids.
Yeah.
No, I'll find a new woman soon, and I'll train her. You should just buy Gushers.
Talk to your lawyer, see if you can get that worked into the deal.
Ooh, like alimony? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Like, I just need a weekly box of Gushers. Oh, wait, bi-weekly, twice a week.
That actually probably would be about the frequency with which I would smash them too.
Yeah, Mondays and Thursdays or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
I'm so surprised. Like people still have like names for days.
I wouldn't if
I don't know.
If it wasn't for my daughter, who is always asking me what time it is and what day it is.
Like I've been filling out so many applications lately, and they're like, "What day is a good day for an interview?" I'm like, "Any day."
Is the sun up?
How about today?
3 moons. 3 moons.
Yeah.
A fortnight.
Oh shit, that's funny. Well, guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
Hey, man.
Good night, you two. It's one of my favorite Canada couples right there. Y'all rock.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for having me, Caribou.
Hey, thanks for coming on.
Good to see you.
Yeah, man. I'll be talking to you.
71.
Peace out.
It's been fun. It's been real fun.
We got to try and link up and do another Headbangers Bowl episode with Steve this weekend. I want to get that'd be awesome.
Hell yeah, we should do it.
Yeah, I think
Beard's looking great too.
Hey, thanks.
Looks great. I got beard envy right now. I need to get mine going again.
You want to know my secret?
Mayonnaise.
I just stopped shaving.
So mayonnaise. Decent.
Mayonnaise and I just stopped shaving. All right.
All right. Hey, have a good one,
See you guys
man.
later.
Hey guys. That's awesome.
Oh man, I'm tired of myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's like 11 where I'm at.
Yeah.
The Nam.
8:15 here.
Profits over there at Nam. Still
Yeah. Definitely way over.
Speaking of Nam, I just think it made me think of the wild tie that Don gave me there. Those seeds. I wonder if that actually is what I think it is. I'd be pretty interesting. Let's get some genetics.
I had some sort of haze a couple weeks ago that had some Thai haze in it somewhere. It was nice. It's rare that I find a nice haze that's grown well around here.
Huh.
It was Colombian and Thai or some shit. I can't remember too.
I haven't had a haze in forever. Forever, man. I'm thinking, jeez.
I had the super silver.
Wow. I don't even know.
And it's funny because you know how I bitched about smoking just like that and slurricane for so long? And then that OG Kush finished, and it was just, and still is so seeded out, man, that you can't roll a joint without pulling out so many seeds. And like, you guys know what I've been doing when I travel around for my living, right? So it works out good, really good for that purposes. But like, other than that, man, it's a pain in the ass. Like,
yeah, that sucks, dude.
And then especially once it I'm gonna probably, I said I was gonna make some honey oil here this weekend so I could have some road dabs. And I think I might just take most of that and just honey oil it. Yeah, with it.
What is that? Butane extraction?
ISO.
Like the BHO?
Isopropyl.
Oh, you're gonna use isopropyl?
Yeah. I wanna make a RSO. Eventually. I don't know. I want to do everything, I guess. Who knows?
Well, that works great too. And I would love to actually, maybe I should make some canna butter. That would be all right.
Some what? Canna butter?
Yeah.
Yes. I love the shit.
Well, it's something I can take on the road with me, right? That's the other thing. Because, like, for all intents and purposes, I literally do live on the road. Yeah. So it's
makes a little
put in a small container, fit it into a small little mini fridge, you know.
Make the little MCT capsules.
That could be an idea.
That'd be pretty easy, I think.
Yeah.
They have the coconut oil capsules you can make.
Suppositories.
Yeah, those. Man, I did that.
They actually sell them at the dispensary here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
For when you get freaky.
Booth life strong.
I don't know, man.
Look, Prophet, look, he's blushing and shit, smiling.
I don't know, man. I can't do that.
One time.
God, I could probably blindfold myself with dental floss right now. Yeah.
That's the first time I took a dab. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call it an evening myself, fellas.
All right,
I might go play Call of Duty. Later.
All right, guys.
I'll have a good one.
Call tonight.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody still in the chat room and everything. Y'all rock. Thanks for y'all coming out here and showing love and support and everything. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it looks like we still got Crazy Crafty Pop Mom, Uncle Ronnie. We got Mr. Rods, Hurtin' Albertan with us. It looks like that's about it. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone.
Yeah, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a great night. And 6 a.m. Pacific Sunday. That's going to be the Hypothetical Gardeners show, which is going to be stellar. I know it. I had to talk with him a couple days ago on Zoom, and it was, trust me. Like, hey, you're going to want to.
No, he seems cool. I can't wait.
He's cool as shit. Like, just super nice, super mellow, super nice, as seems to be the case with everybody we meet on here, right? And then after that, we got Q Grows coming in on Tuesday. So that's
I saw that.
That's going to be huge. To anybody who doesn't know who Q Grows is, he's one of the two guys that brought us the Cannabis app, which we all know Cannabis. So
yeah,
if you don't know Cannabis, you're fucking up, and you should probably get on there real quick because it's world's greatest social media platform, in my opinion.
It's doing well. Yeah. Definitely doing well. A lot of great people on there, you know. All right, Caribou.
All right, Prophet. Have a great night, brother. We'll see you Sunday.
Yep.
All right.
Later.